Somebody sent me a very recent video stating that Mexican authorities were now seeking to extradite who we can only assume to be Daejhanae Jackson back to Mexico to face charges in the death of Shanquella Robinson. And while that is true, they are seeking extradition. That's not really the update that you're looking for, because that happened back in November of 2022. Back then, the Mexican officials issued an arrest warrant for an unnamed person. Daejhanae, we know it's you, but our State Department never turned it over to our Department of International Affairs, and so no extradition ever occurred. But that arrest warrant has been sitting there. Now, there is an update in the case. It's just not that one. If you don't remember who Shanquella Robinson is, go and look her up. We've been talking about her since back in October of 2022, when she died while she was on vacation in Cabo San Lucas with 6 of her supposed friends, who are now known as the Cabo Six. After she died, video taken from one of the Cabo Six showed another one of the Cabo Six, Daejhanae Jackson, beating the shit out of Shanquella Robinson, kicking her in the head, beating her in the head, body slamming her, all the things which eventually led to her death. The update that you're looking for is in relation to this lawsuit. The FBI has now released some of their classified documents, one of which states that Shanquella Robinson's body looked like she had been stomped on. Another one of which shows an email that was sent to Mexican authorities seeking things like the property owner's name and address, because they also thought that there was some surveillance video inside that house from 2 different cameras. So they're also seeking that video. A lot of things that they were seeking to try and get more information in their investigation, but it does not show the response that they received from the Mexican authorities, if they received any at all. Now, the FBI and the State Department have already moved to dismiss the lawsuit against them, stating that we told you that there was insufficient evidence to bring the charges, and you can't force us to bring charges when we don't have the evidence. Now, judges got to rule on those 2 motions. Unfortunately, I think they'll win, because there are tort claims provisions that prohibit being sued for discretionary decisions and just in general protect the federal government to hell and back. 4 members of the Cabo Six have also filed motions to dismiss, saying, hey, you can't sue us in North Carolina, where we're from and where she lived. You got to sue us in Mexico, where this happened, because we want to make this as difficult as fucking possible for you. Now, the judge hasn't ruled on that motion. I'll be real interested to see what they do with that one. The only other update I've got is, if you remember, Daejhanae Jackson was off the grid. Nobody's seen or heard from her in years, but she did have to show up and answer this complaint. And she did that a couple of weeks ago by saying, hey, I'm here, but I need additional time to answer the complaint. But it did come in that she has changed her name to Imani Green. Again, I would like everybody to note, Daejhanae Jackson is now Imani Green. You can run, but you can't fucking hide.